we thought that a lot of things are going to change.
That's
Uh,
correct. That's
then
correct.
suddenly things started becoming normal towards September, October, and then we started thinking that, oh, now we can move back to, a lot of ways, and we are hoping to get back to work, etc., etc. Now that the second wave has hit, the actual planning will begin in terms of how do we make sure that we continue with a remote workforce for a long time, and therefore there will be a definitive change or impact in hiring practices. Up until now, while we were getting used to hiring in a remote way and looking at talent acquisition separately, but I think now is the real time when reality is hitting that this is here to stay and we have to start planning. So it'll be very interesting to have this conversation.
And I think that that's going to be across the industry verticals and not just limited to any specific industrial segment. We are already seeing a lot of changes as well as challenges coming our ways. Right? Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting one. I'll personally look forward to kind of uh, learn from all of you.
we we've
Jonathan,
come,
anything that you
we've
have?
come a long way from saying that, yeah, let's call the candidate, body language se pata chalega if the candidate is good or not good, to now saying that anybody who joins us doesn't matter, body language doesn't
It's a blessing.
matter.
It's a blessing,
Yeah,
actually.
you join us.
Join us.
So,
Right.
Yeah, I would also think that there's a major change coming from the candidate's perspective as well. Right now, with especially after the second wave, a lot of people are relooking at their priorities in life, and companies which are able to match those priorities will get that talent compared to only money or only. I think people are now looking at what haven't they done in life which they would want to do, especially at senior levels, and at junior levels. Definitely, folks are looking at how can they get a great exposure without moving away from the cities that they live in or have a blended way of working. So I think even the end user or the candidate himself or herself or themselves have changed their mindset on the way they want to operate. And they have prioritized their lives looking at their loved ones, looking at what's happening around them. So the whole gamut is going to change. Last year we never thought so much of change will happen after wave one, but wave two, with issues now at the doorstep, I think this is here to stay, at least 70%.
Correct. The factors that the candidate used to value in the pre-COVID situation has changed drastically, right? To the factors that they, as an organization, we can influence. So quite a drastic changes we are seeing. Right. Anything specific, Ms. Rena, you want to share?
It's very interesting to hear both Vinay and Jonathan and all the discussion. I see a lot of changes happening with organizations looking at the way people are hired. Now they don't actually look at even the basic requirement of just they fulfilling requirements of their maybe the quantitative or the skill analysis that we are looking at, but also now into technology, AI, robotics. And we have this clear picture of the total global workforce coming together, taking care of various aspects, including the mental health of a person. Because now you're constantly more than 9 to 5 on the gadget, and you're looking at balancing the other aspects of your life. That includes your health, your personal and your professional workspace. So with talent acquisition, I would say it's just not getting the right fit, finding him to be skillful, but also having a resilient mind, because hiring the candidate but retaining the talents and yet growing and making it competitive in the market is very important. So you would want somebody who's skilled, also being a more calm person, a more well read and well so he's bringing in a lot of depth into listening out what the need of the market is, rather than just putting out all his viewpoints all the time. And it becomes very important for managers and the lead people to keep skilling themselves, because if you have such competitive people coming in, then I'm sure that even you need to skill up your leadership traits, and looking ahead into the aspects of decision making and giving the scepter to your newcomers who are coming in, because it's not always holding. uh, we had a top-down approach, but nowadays I think it's more about the approach from the inside out, from the people who are inside, helping the people who are outside, and the leaders to grow together. Bringing in a pool of ideas is what I feel, because now we are more open about welcoming more ideas from the newer aspects, the newer minds who are coming in, telling us how we need to grow even in the second wave, or maybe looking forward to hitting the third wave very soon. But yes, emerging out soon. Yeah.
Right. No, I absolutely agree. There's a complete mindset shift, and I'm honored and glad that to receive this invitation from HRI and be on the platform, share the knowledge and learn from all of you. Looking forward to the session on the talent acquisition post pandemic world.
Wonderful.
Thank you.